Greetings, legendary readers. Welcome to Larry's Legendary Library, where I explore science fiction, fantasy, and other bits and bobs. Today is Magazine Monday, and we are diving in once again to the world of David R. Palmer, Emergence, which we talked about last week. And in this issue, he's got the cover again, but not only just a cover mention, but also the cover illustration. And it's entitled Seeking. So this is the February 1983 issue of Analog. I'll also be reviewing a short story by Frederik Pohl entitled Servant of the People. The cover art by John and Val Lakey. Just a quick note on reading in the Emergence universe. I did some research, and if you're wanting to read a complete reading order of the story, what you'll have to do is first read the novel Emergence. The book expands the plot beyond what we find in the January 1981 issue of Analog with Emergence and the February 1983 issue of Analog with Seeking. There's major developments that Palmer added later that are included in the novel. Certainly the stories in Analog are worth reading. I've rated them such. But if you want the whole story, you'll have to get the novel. And then after that, he's also written an add-on entitled Tracking, and it was serialized in the 2008 run of Analog, the July-August issue, September and October. So those three issues back to back contain three parts of the story Tracking. If all goes well, I'll plan on covering that next week. It's hard to find that. The story was published in Eric Flint's press. I was unable to find it on eBay or Bookfinder or anywhere else. And so I messaged Bain to ask about a reprint, since they absorbed Eric Flint's press where Tracking was originally published. And I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to ask them to do the reprint, perhaps print the whole novel in one book. I suppose if enough people did it, they might listen to us. So I'll leave that to you. If you're interested in having the whole book, perhaps you'll leave a comment to them. Honestly, if someone would put together all of this into a single book, I would definitely buy that. So jumping right into our review, Seeking by David R. Palmer. We follow Candy again as she sets out with her ever-entertaining pet bird on a quest to find other post-humans like herself. Emergence established that Candy and others were genius level to the point that they were no longer Homo sapiens, that they were evolved beyond that. And this was as a result of the 1918-1919 Spanish flu. And now she's in this outing with Seeking. She's trying to locate other survivors with similar enhancements, but not all post-humans may be friendly. Some could be psychotic, as mentioned in the story. The bulk of her story is about her journey to find these others, survival challenges, puzzle solving. There's a tense scene where she attempts to drive a four-wheel drive across a train track, a railroad train track, which was very high up over the valley, very fear-inspiring, and ultimately a dramatic confrontation when she finally finds somebody else in this empty world at the climax. I really enjoyed this installment. Candy is an 11-year-old genius with humor, grit, and charm. She's very able athletically. She's been trained in karate, and she's trying her hardest to navigate a wrecked world. Her back and forth with her bird, whom she calls her sibling, is funny. Like Emergence. It's written in that Pitman-shorthand journal style, which still reads, at least to me, a bit awkward at times, but it does become readable as you go along. The ending gives just enough payoff to feel satisfying, while there remains enough mystery to make you want to go on, and makes me want to go on and read Tracking and ultimately get the novel Emergence so I can get the whole story. I rate Seeking by David R. Palmer, like Emergence, I give it an L5 legendary. It's a strong, engaging continuation of the world that Palmer created, and I definitely want to continue on. The next story, Servant of the People by Frederik Pohl. Frederik Pohl gives us a picture of a future where robots have earned full equal rights, including the right to vote. Our protagonist is Congressman O'Hare, who's trying to win re-election as an older man in his 70s. His problem, his opponent, is a sentient robot. Ironically, O'Hare himself was the one who championed robot rights, and now he's trapped in a political showdown where every vote, human or robot, counts. The relationship between O'Hare and his wife, Carrie, adds warmth and some tension. The final confrontation between Carrie and O'Hare's robotic opponent is unexpected and satisfying. The story is cleanly written. It's interesting. It's filled with that sharp Pohl wit. I was invested, and I was genuinely curious how the election would turn out. It didn't blow my mind, but it was absolutely worth the read. Thus, I am rating it L3 legit, good, enjoyable, well-crafted, worth reading, although not top tier. For context, I've read Gateway by Frederik Pohl, which I gave L4 loaded. And if you haven't read that one, then I highly recommend that as well. Have you read any Frederik Pohl or David R. Palmer? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Also, recommendations for other reads by these authors. I'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay legendary.